Hi, now I'm going to show you how to use this feature called manage assessment, grade and feedback. Um, with this feature, the lecturer or tutor is able to upload student results on a summative assignment or formative assignment. So the first thing to do here is to create the assignment type, provided the lecturer has already uploaded the module or the topic is teaching or she is teaching. So for instance, you can see here networking is level 3. You enter, well, it should be a presentation. Well, I did something similar. You can already see, you enter presentation or report, you click here and it's gonna appear here. And if it's a group assignment, you can add groups. See, for instance, you enter, maybe it's group 1, you call it group 1, group A, or group B or A, and then you enter the student identification. The identification actually will correspond to the identification they will use to register to this application, and the lecturer will be able to know this identification since it's the one they use in their institution. Anyway, enter the identification separated each by a comma, then the group name, and that's it. So now can upload result based on group as well. Now, since this section, summative assignment and formative assignment, only are practically the same, I'll just go over one option here. Let's say, for instance, this option, the summative assignment. So once you've created the assignment type, if you like to upload individual assignment results, you just select this option and you will see here your topic and the coursework, the assignment type, the year level, just to remind you. Then you click select. So this is the form you will receive. For instance, this one, you see first of all on your right hand side, you see feedback comment, previously used feedback comment. So on your right hand side, the feedback you have used in previous feedback uploads, you'll be able to see the feedback and associate grades. So it will enable you to monitor properly what you are giving to your student, just comparing as well the feedback and the grades. So you can reuse the feedback, for instance, by copying it. You can, if you select and drag it to the box, you have exactly the same feedback. If you wish to reuse the same feedback, you can type in, so you can type in anything, you'll be able to do it as well. Now another option for the feedback, regarding the feedback, is that you are actually able to enter new feedback comments. Let's say, for instance, before you even start uploading the result and you want to add comments on your feedback bank, this is also fairly easy to do. You can just, if you have a file somewhere, copy and paste here to have feedback on your bank. They will appear just here under. You will be able to delete them quite easily as well. And as I said, you can just select, drag, and that's it. Now on your left hand side, so you have here this, for this individual feedback, you have the subject you are teaching, the year level, and the assignment type. You enter the student ID, the mark and grade, and your feedback, and you click upload. So that's it. Now for the group feedback, you have three options here for the group feedback. Grade level means that the feedback you upload will be based on the same grade. If student have grade A, B, C, so all students with grade A, for instance, will have the same feedback. Grade B, they will all have the same feedback, and so forth. It implies that you would have already uploaded individual marks and grades. So you would have uploaded individual student mark, grade, and everyone, you will group the student based on their grade level. Now you have the second group feedback options. What does this one mean? Group feedback means that, remember where we created the assignment type, you had an option to enter groups. Those groups you created there, you'll be able to provide feedback and grade and mark based on the group. For instance, everyone within group A or B or group 1 or group 2 or whatever name you gave it to your groups, they will have the same marks, grade and feedback. Now if you like to make any change, you can easily make any change here at group level. Just by making change to group A, it will affect everyone within group A or B or C. Now the third option for uploading group assignment results is the create group. With this third option, you can upload everything at the same time, so I probably would save you time because you don't need to create individual groups or upload individual feedback. You just enter all the student ID at the same time, their mark, grades and group feedback, and they will all have the same feedback, group feedback, grades and marks. Now for all these three options of group feedback, you can still individualize student feedback here, because as you notice, for most of the group assignment, some students sometimes can put in a lot of effort than others. So you can come back here, clicking review student, and decide to click individual student, and you will be able to see the list of students, and click review next to it to personalize the feedback. Maybe someone had a grade that was different, maybe someone put in a lot of work or someone didn't, or maybe modify the feedback for one student who did much more better than anyone else. So you, after uploading all the results, you can send the results. If you realize why that was a mistake, they shouldn't see it just now, or I should make some changes and everything, you click recall and the feedback will be recalled. They won't be able to see it again until you send it back. Now we have this one here who has checked their feedback and grade. Now this is really good because you are able to monitor who actually access their feedback, because what it does is, if you click here, I wouldn't do it just now because I don't want to show all the names and the grades. As I said, although this is a test lecturer, those are real project that have happened, and they already have their result that I will share here online. Nevertheless, I can tell you that if you click view, you will see a list of name and the amount of time they have actually accessed their result. Now how do we get these results? What happens is, every time the student access their feedback on their panel, a log is recorded and sent to their lecturer. So the first thing the students see on their own panel when they access my feedback is their feedback. At the bottom of the feedback, there are two buttons. One that says leave yes, I've read feedback. Once they click that I've read feedback, they will be able to see their grades and marks. And every time they click on that button, a log is recorded, and you are able, by clicking this button, you will see the number of time a student have accessed their feedback. You will see, for instance, this one, we recently used this feature. You will see there were some students who accessed it 8 times, 3 times. I mean, you could see how they are interacting with their feedback, and you will also notice that there are some who actually don't even access it. So you are able to monitor properly who actually accessed the feedback, who read it, and so forth. Now as I said, I will not go over the formative. I will only comment that from formative assignment, you don't really need to upload because it's part of formative learning, all this stuff. You don't need to upload the mark and grade. But however, the formative feedback is important. It's all the same as this section, the summative assignment. Now if we go back here, once you have uploaded these results, we have this one, what students think of their feedback. If you click on it, I'll just move it a little bit because I don't want to show you other stuff. This is a test student, so you can only view this, but you are able to see student comment on their own results. So what's happened is, once they access their feedback, they have two buttons at the bottom, at the end of their feedback. One that say I've read my feedback. With that button they access their mark and grade, and the other button says leave comments. It enables them to leave comments on their own feedback. So what they have there, they only have a question that says, are you satisfied with the feedback? Yes or no. As you can see, satisfied. Would you like to meet your tutor to discuss your feedback? Yes or no. And then you have the leave comment, and the lecturer is able to reply, so you can continue maintaining the communication with your student in relation to their feedback. Well, thank you. I hope if you have any question at all, you can contact me. I'm sure you'll find any details over there. Thank you for listening to me. Bye bye.